my experience in working with people in construction, they have a lot of motivating factors. So they're generally working and they really value the work that they do. They have family and they have children. Now substances start to take them away from those things and they start to lose the stuff that they value. And we can get them back on track by bringing this back into focus, the things that they value, the things that are really important to them.
They say, you won't stop until you hit rock bottom. Mate, I'd lost everything. I'd been homeless before. It was to the point where my daughter didn't want anything to do with me, my family, you know what I mean, all my friends. And the day that they voted me out as a union delegate was pretty much the day that I decided, that's it, I've lost all these boys' respect. I need to do something about this.
A year or so ago, I went up to Darwin to see my son. He'd done a bad thing. He was in jail. And when he seen me, we were both very emotional because I wasn't there for him, but he noticed how I'd lost a lot of weight. He said, "Dad, what's wrong?" I couldn't tell him. And that sort of, it triggered me. I wanted to do something about it, but when I came back, I still fell into the rut of the same old thing, and I'd get upset thinking about him, where he was, and I couldn't do anything for him. So I just cry myself to sleep or drink myself to sleep and hid it away. Early December, I was starting to feel very frail, and I knew no way with a 3-week break coming up that I'd be able to stay away from the drugs and alcohol. I wanted help, and then I spoke to someone from the union.
And the last ditch attempt, mate, I just thought, look, I've got to ring the union to see, to let them know that I've got a problem, maybe they can help me. Pretty much he just give me a pat on the shoulder and said, mate, you'll be right, we've got the right people for you.
In our first session, it's really a chance for us to sort of get to know each other and for me as a therapist to find out what it is that you would like help with. And we start to develop a treatment plan, so what it is that we're going to work on. So I might sort of ask you questions about how long you've had your problem for and what sort of issues are occurring, what sort of consequences are happening because of this problem.
First session was very confronting. I remember crying because I was down in the dumps a lot, you know what I mean? I could realise how deep of a hole that I'd actually dug myself. And I didn't know what was going to happen, if I was going to lapse or relapse again like I had done in the times past.
When he said he was going to get us into detox and rehab straight away over Christmas, I said, not a problem, just take me. I wanted to go ASAP because I just needed to be taken away from it all, because I wasn't getting any better, I was getting worse. And I was so relieved to know that I was going to get help straight away. I only told my son on the day I went to detox that I had a major problem and I had to address it. There was no contact, 0 contact for nearly 2 weeks. So there was a 2-week period I didn't talk to him. But when I did, he was so helpful. It was so helpful.
One of my biggest fears was coming back into work and reintegrating into the workforce, because I used to work in Toowoomba and not here. And coming back into the workforce knowing that there's blokes down here and they're going to know about my problem was very hard, but it was something that I had to do. It's only been the last couple of days, mate, I've had a lot of people just say to me how proud they actually are of me. You know what I mean, for sticking by it and going through it, you know what I mean? And that's the support network that you need.
Just to be clean and sober, I can interact much better as a father, and it gives us so much more pleasure in life, where before I was hiding behind drugs in denial, and it was just the encouragement to be a better father.
I see my future a lot brighter than I saw it 12 months ago, a lot brighter than I saw it 6 months ago. I can actually see my future, you know what I mean? The future's with my family. If you put your hand up in this industry, which is hard enough to put your hand up, being a man, you know what it's like, you know, a lot of men don't talk about their problems, they just bottle them up. And this impairment policy, it gets people back on the right track and then reintegrates them back into the workforce.
I really commend the union in this impairment policy. It's really helping break down the barriers and the cultural identity of men in the fact that, they just need to man up. And this sort of policy is helping men to actually seek help. So I really commend the union, and the work that I've done with some of these clients has been really valuable.
Please put your hand up for help. It's there. The help is there. You just got to ask for it. And be serious about it. I certainly did, and I got help straight away, which is a saviour.